Hello students, we have completed till question number 2. Today we will start question number 3. Before proceeding question number 3, let's recap some concept. Okay, we have learned in the practice set 2.2 that corresponding angles, interior alternate angles. Okay, by using those angles we will solve all the questions which are coming ahead. Okay, let's read question number 3. What is given here? Line P is parallel to line Q. Line P and Q are parallel to each other, and line L is parallel to line M. Here line L and M are parallel to each other. Here we have given two pair of line. Those two pairs are parallel to one each other. Okay. So for here we have to find that the angle A, angle B, and angle C. First of all, we will copy the statement which was given in the question, that line P is parallel to line Q and line L is parallel to line M. Okay, here we have to find out the angle A, B and C. We are noticing here angle A, and we have given one other angle which is 80 degree. Okay, as we are noticing here 80 degree and angle A both are interior angle because this is bounded between the two parallel lines, that is P and Q, and it is either side of the transversal. Here transversal is line L. Okay, so we will write here as 80 degree plus angle A is equal to 180 degree. Reason, we will write here interior angle. Okay, because we know that the interior angles are supplementary angles. Supplementary means 180 degree. Okay, now here it is plus, and which when it will go right side, then it converts into minus. Okay, angle A is equal to 180 minus 80 degree. Okay, 180 minus 80, how much? 100 degree. So we found the value of A. Now our aim to find the value of B and C. Here we are looking that the angle B and angle C both are corresponding angles. If we get value of B or C, so we can find both the values. Okay, because both the value will go same. Okay, because both are corresponding angles. So first of all, let's change the position of angle. Okay, 80 degree is this angle, and we can transfer here to there by which property? Corresponding by which property? Vertically opposite angle. So here angle C is equal to 80 degree. Why? We have to write reason, because as we are seeing here that 80 degree and angle C both are looking like corresponding angle. Okay, these two angles corresponds to each other. Means that these two angles are looking alike, same. Okay, so here we will write that corresponding angle. Okay, so we found the value of C. Now here we are looking that the B and C both are equal, so we will write here angle B is equal to angle C. Reason, again corresponding angle. Okay, now look here, we got the value of C, so we can substitute. So angle B is equal to 80 degree. So we found the value of A, B, C and B. So here in the final we will write angle A is equal to 100 degree, angle B is equal to 80 degree, angle C is equal to 80 degree. We have to find out that the angle ABC, and we found that. Okay, understood everyone? Let's move on second question. In next question, question number 4, what is given here? Line A and line B are parallel to each other. Okay, these are looking, and here line L is transversal. As we are seeing here, line L act as a transversal. So here we have to find angle X, Y and Z, and we have given a value, known value, which is 105 degree. Here 4 angles we have given, and here two pair of transversal are looking, that is angle X and angle 105. These are looking transfer, these are looking corresponding angle, and angle x and angle y, these are looks like vertically opposite angle. First of all, we will find the value of x. Before preceding the value of x, we have to copy the question. What is given here? Line A is parallel to line B, okay, and line L is transversal. When we have wrote this, we have to see here that angle x and angle 105 both are corresponding angles. So we will write here angle x is equal to 105 degree. Reason? Because these two angles are corresponding angles. Okay, understood everyone? We found the value of x. Now we have to find the value of y, and we know that the angle y is equal to angle x. Reason? What is the reason? Vertically opposite angle. Okay, as we saw the corresponding angles, alternate angle, interior angles, like that way there is another angle which is vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angle means which makes the sign of x. Okay, here as we are looking, these two angles makes the sign of x. So vertically opposite angles are congruent to each other. So angle x is equal to angle y. So we know we have found the value of x, so we will write here angle y is equal to 105 degree. Okay, understood? Now we our goal to find the angle z. Okay, there is another angle which is called as the linear angle. Okay, linear angle means that the two angles which are formed on a line. Okay, here we are seeing that the 105 degree and angle z, these two angles formed on a line A. Okay, by how this form? This formed by the line L. Okay, so we will write here angle z as interior angle, supplementary angle, like that way. Our linear angle also supplementary angle. So we will write here angle z plus 105 degree is equal to 180 degree. Reason? What will we write reason here? Linear angles. Okay, we can write these also linear angles, or linear angles are supplementary. Okay, and we know that the what is the meaning of supplementary? Supplementary means 180 degree. So here we will transfer 105 from left side to right side. Then what will we get? 180 minus 105 degree. When we'll subtract 180 to 105 degree, what will we get? We will get 75 degree. So here we found the value of x, y and z. In final we will wrote the separate value. For example, angle x is equal to 105 degree, angle y is equal to 105 degree, and angle z is equal to 75 degree. Like this way you have to solve all the questions by using these several angles property. Okay, okay, we have solved the question number 4. Let's move on question number 5. Okay, in question number 5, what is given here? Line P parallel to line Q, parallel to line L. Here we have given three lines P, L and Q, and in question we have noticed here that these three lines are parallel to each other. Then we have to find the value of x. Okay, it was easy if if angle x was upward side to that of the line L, but here as we are seeing it is going to be complicated. So first of all we will rearrange the question here. We will do some here point. As you are seeing, we will place point A, point B, point C, point D, point E and point F. Okay, we have we placed here 4 points for doing this sum easily. Okay, first of all we will find the value of B, C, D. After that we will find the value of E, C, D. and we are looking that we have to find out the value of BCE. By adding these two values we will find the value of BCE. Okay, so first of all we will deal with first two parallel lines. What is there? P and L. So we will write here line P is parallel to line L, and which is looking like here transversal line BC. Okay, and line BC is transversal. As you are able to see, what we are getting here? Here we are getting Z like shape. Okay, we are getting here Z like shape, and we know that the when we are looking Z like shape, then what we get alternate angle, and we know the property of alternate angles are congruent to each other. So here we will write angle ABC. See here, angle ABC is equal to angle BCD Okay, reason, what will we write reason here? Alternate angles. We know that the property of alternate angles are congruent to each other, and here we have given the value of ABC. What is that? 40 degree. So here we got the value of angle BCD. What is that? 40 degree. So we will denote it by equation number 1. Our job has been done here by taking upward two line, which is first two line, which is P and L. Now we will take another two line, which is L and Q. So we will consider here line L is parallel to line Q, and which is looking like a transversal. CE looks like transversal. Line CE is transversal. Okay, as we are able to see here, again we are getting Z like shape. Look here, we are getting Z like shape. Z like shape means alternate angle. So here we will denote here that the angle DCE is equal to angle DCE will equal to that CEF. Okay, angle CEF. What will we write here? What is the reason? Because these are alternate angles. Okay, and we have written here that these are the alternate angle. Then what is the property of alternate angle? Alternate angles are congruent to each other. So here we have given one value between among these two values, of which value we have given here? We have given here the value of CEF. Okay, here we have given the value of CEF. So we will find easily by value of DCE. So here DCE will equal to the 30 degree, because CEF is equal to 30 degree. So by equation 1 and 2. Okay, so we got the value of BCD and DCE. Okay, and we have to find the value of X, but as we are looking, the value of X is equal to the BCE. So we will write here angle BCE is equal to, angle BC is divided into two parts. First one is BCD and second one is DCE. So we will write here angle BCD plus angle DCE. Understood everyone? Angle BCE, which is bigger, is a combination of angle BCD and DCE. Understood everyone? So here what is the value of BCD? 40 degree. And what is the value of DCE? That is 30 degree. What will we write here? By equation 1 and 2. Okay, 40 plus 30, what is this? 70 degree. Angle BC is equal to 70 degree, and we have to find out the value of X. So angle X is equal to angle BCE is equal to 70 degree. So angle X is equal to 70 degree. Understood everyone? Okay, watch again this question, you will definitely understand. Okay, by this question number 5 we have completed practice set 2.2. Tomorrow we will solve practice set 2.3. Okay, thanks for today.